All right, good morning, everybody. I hope you are doing well today. And so I said in the messenger, if you have the elastic band, you can use light to medium. I'm just gonna put back my, okay. If you don't have an elastic band, don't worry about it. Just try to incorporate them for those who have them in some of our workouts. And so we're gonna start with our little warm up. You can have the chair, that'll be for balance as we're progressing through some of the movement, just if you need it. So feet are under your hips, and we're gonna start by inhaling and exhale, pelvic floor in. Just inhale, exhale, lifting one heel up. Whenever you're inhaling, try to fill your rib cage. So try to inhale, exhale, pelvic floor in. So we're trying not to fill up the belly or just the chest. For some people this comes naturally. I have a tendency to breathe in my chest. And let's bring it down and exhale down. Inhale down. Okay, we're gonna add the knee up. So just a little warm up, lifting the knee up gently. Let's press it down. So warming up our balance reflex. We're gonna exhale up. Press the foot, inhale down. Good, just one more time per side. Make sure you're not sinking into that hip. You're starting to feel a little bit taller. And last one, exhale up. Bonjour Diane. Bonjour Carole. So feet are still under your hips. You're going to put your hands on your shoulders and just give me little circles here with your shoulders. So there are 5 of us working out together this morning. I know I like to know that. Let's go the other direction. Good. And let's bring our arms down. We're going to inhale. On the next exhale, you're going to lift one arm up, trying to keep the rest of your body in place. Inhale down. Exhale, let's do the other side. So you're going to bring it up to where you can without sinking into the low back. So bringing it up, just watch here, make sure that this is not happening. So reset and go a little higher if it works. So you need to engage a little bit your glutes, your core as you're exhaling. So pelvic floor in, that's going to help you a little bit. Now here, tendency to hinge forward, so to send the hips forward, try to hold them in place. Good. And relax your shoulders. And we're going to grab the elastic. So you can use the light band or the medium, so depending on how you've been using the band. So if you're used to the light one and you've been working a lot with it, then you can go ahead and use the medium band. But if it's some of your like first 10 workouts with the band, then use the light one just to get used to it. So you're gonna put it on around your, just above your knees. And I'm gonna turn this off here. So I have my phone for my time. And then I get in trouble if I forget to turn it back on after class, because my family tries to reach me sometimes and I don't answer because it's always off. So we're going to have our feet under our hips and we're going to breathe in. On the exhale, you're going to lift the knee up gently and then press it down. Now just warming up again with that elastic band. Exhale up. You're going to bring it up to where that works for you today. Good, down, perfect. Let's bring your hands up behind your head. So they're just here on top of your head. We're not pulling forward. If this position is not working for you, keep your arms down, elbows down. So we're gonna inhale. On the next exhale, I want you to lengthen your core first. So think nice and long and then rotating gently without the hips towards one side. Inhale to center, exhale, rotate. Inhale to center, let's exhale, rotate. Good morning, Rita. Inhale to center, exhale, rotate. Good. and bring your arms down. Relax your shoulders. So I'm going to keep alternating with different movements so that your shoulders don't get too tired or your neck. So we're going to add our arms up and the knee up at the same time. So you're going to take opposite hand to the knee. So we're going to inhale. On the exhale, you're going to lift the knee up, lift your arm up. Now, let's bring it up just 45, press it down. Exhale, other side. So if you have the elastic, I want you to resist it down as well. So the elastic wants to push your leg down. So you need to work to bring it up, and then you need to work to control the down. If you don't have the elastic, the only difference is you're not going to have as much pressure up, but also I want you to push down, coming down. Now here, we're going to keep exhaling, lifting up. Bring the arm a little bit higher if that works for you today. So lifting up, arm coming up in a straight line, and bringing it down. Good, other side, exhale up. Keeping your eyes a little bit higher than your eye level in front of you. Make sure you're not looking at the floor. Good, and relax those shoulders. Perfect. We're going to go a little bit off to the side. So finding your balance on one side, on the knee that you're standing on, you're going to unlock it, straighten the other leg. Let's point your foot. Give me a little tiny lift. Up, touch up, touch up, touch up. Nice and tall here. One more, and let's bring it down. Other side, unlock the knee you're standing on. So I didn't cue into grab the chair as needed here because we're touching the toes, right? So you have that little extra for your balance here. Lengthen nice and tall into your core. Knee is unlocked, and then we're lifting just an inch or two and then putting it down. Make sure you're pressing it down. Control the down with the elastic. So up, touch, 2, lengthen your core, 4, 5, 6. Let's put that foot down. Perfect. Relax your shoulders. All right, let's do a little roll down. So just one, let's think up nice and tall, rolling over a little ball that you would have under your chin, and then rolling down gently. Unlock your knees, press into your heels so you're not moving forward on your toes. Good. Then go to where it's comfortable for you today. You get a little stretch into your back, behind the leg. And I keep going down nice and slow. Then we're going to engage your abs. So I want you to think on each side of your belly button. Press those muscles towards your low back. And then roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Rolling up. And bring your shoulders up and back. Good, and then move them around, relax. All right, so we're ready for a little bit more. So feet under your hips, we're gonna think up nice and tall. And you have the option here to bend the knee or keep the leg long. So I'm gonna straighten my leg in front, point my foot, and then bringing it up and down, touch. We're gonna do the same leg for a few repetitions. So you can keep, bending the knee. So up, point your foot, down, touch, up. Okay, so up nice and tall, finding your balance on your right. Here, if you want to, you can have 2 fingers on your chair. Straighten in front and up, down, touch. You can have your hands here, thinking up nice and tall. You're gonna breathe out as you lift. You can have your hands out here. I believe this is 5 and 6. Good, let's put your foot down and relax your hips a little bit. Unlock your left knee, straighten your right leg, lengthen your core, pointing your foot and up, touch, up, control the down, from the hip, not with the hip. 5 and 6. Good, let's put our foot down. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing but with our arms. So we're gonna alternate this time. So we lifted the knee up. You can keep going with the knee up or lengthen the leg in front. Opposite arm and leg. So lifting up and dropping it down. Let's switch. Pressing up, breathing out, pointing your foot. Breathing in, pushing that leg down or resisting the down with the elastic. So lengthen that leg, lift, bringing it down. Lengthen that leg, lift, bringing that arm to where that's comfortable for you. Same with the leg. So you're gonna lift it up to where you can without moving the hip. Things are staying nice and straight in the middle. Just a couple more, one more per side. Lifting and down, inhale and exhale, lift and inhale down. Good, and relax. All right, a little bit more for our back. So we're gonna give our side legs and our quads a little break. Feet are under your hips, and then here we're gonna inch forward at the hips. So I want your upper body nice and straight, and hands can be just where you're gonna hinge here. And just let's go forward. So make sure you're not looking up at the wall in front. You're keeping that nice spine alignment. You're gonna press into your heels here. I want you to squeeze your glutes together. And nothing is moving, you're just trying to engage those muscles. And then you're gonna exhale, bring it up. Good, now let's take it up nice and tall. Unlock your knees, hinging at the hips. Go, pressing into your heels, exhale, up. And one more time, let's inhale down. Pressing into your heels, squeezing your glutes, exhale, up. So we're gonna stay in that down position the next time, and we're gonna move our arms. So that same arm movement that we did earlier with the legs, we're gonna do the movement with our arms and in that down position. So unlock your knees. Let's inhale. Hinging down. All right, so now align your spine here. Just press into your heels. Take the time to align, engaging your abs. If this is too much for your back, bring it up a notch. We're gonna lengthen your right arm in front on the exhale. And then bring it down. And then the other side. And bring it down. So you're working your shoulders here. You can add resistance here as if you're pulling on elastic, pulling up. And you're gonna go to where you can so you're not feeling a strain into your low back. So I'm bringing it next to my ear, but we don't want this to happen. So nice and tall. Press into your heels, squeeze your glutes. We're gonna do one more per side. Press into your heels, exhale, pelvic floor in, lengthen that arm in front and down. And one more time, keep pressing into your heels, squeeze your glutes, exhale up, inhale down, and then we're gonna lengthen up, so exhale up and relax. Let's do one more of those little roll down. So thinking up and over a little ball under your neck, and then rolling down gently, unlock your knees. Just relax here. If this is it, stay here for a second. Then maybe you can go a little bit further and maybe not. That's okay. Listen to your body. Then we're going to slowly roll up, thinking about the muscles on each side of your belly button. Press those towards the lower back. Rolling up one vertebra at a time. And roll your shoulders up and back. All right, we're gonna stand next to the chair next. And we're gonna bend so you're gonna unlock your right knee, and then you're gonna bend your left. You're gonna flex your foot, and then we're just gonna go off to the side. So just lifting up to the side on the exhale. So up nice and tall, 2 fingers on the chair. Make sure you're not gripping it. And then you're gonna exhale, lift. Inhale, down. So on the exhale, we have a little bit more resistance if you have the elastic. But if you have no elastic, don't go too high that the hip follows here. So hips are staying in place. On the inhale, you're gonna press it down. With the elastic, you're gonna resist the down. Exhale up, inhale down. Now this is as hard for the leg that you are standing on. So we're doing 6, this is number 4, 2 more. Make sure you're exhaling, pelvic floor in as you're lifting. Good, and let's lower the leg, perfect. And then you can move your chair or move around your chair, so your chair can be in the middle for now. This is the last 2 exercises before we go to the ground. So unlock your left knee, bend your right foot is flexed, your knees are even here. Okay, so I'm not backward. And no pressure into your low back. Lengthen your core, relax your shoulders, try to relax your face. Let's inhale, exhale, pelvic floor in lift. Inhale, resist the down or press it down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Good, so a couple fingers on the chair here because we did work quite a bit on balance. So let's focus really on all the glutes here. This is an awesome warm-up too if you're a cyclist or a runner. And I think we have one more. Or before you go snowshoeing, because that's coming, or cross-country skiing. All right, and we're gonna go on the other side. Just to activate the glute areas before you're doing your sport. So here you're gonna bend your knee and then you're gonna rotate it. So my foot is here, I'm gonna rotate it towards the inside. So opening up the hip a little bit, but I'm not opening. So my hip bones are towards you, I'm bending the knee and then opening it up a little bit, creating a little triangle. If you don't have the elastic here, the triangle is a little bit bigger. That's the only difference. Now here, same principle. You're gonna press back, exhale. So we're gonna press towards the back here. This here is pressing towards the wall behind. So let's inhale, abs are engaged as you're exhaling, pelvic floor in, pressing back. Resist the in or press it back in. Exhale, press. Resist or press it back. And exhale, inhale. That's 3, 4, 5, 2 fingers on the chair. That's it. And last one. Good. And relax. And let's switch over to the other side. Unlock the knee you're standing on. You're bending the other. Bring the ankle towards the opposite knee. We're going to lengthen our core so we're not sinking into our hip here. Up nice and tall. And let's press it back. And bring it in. And press it back. Abs in. Bring it in. We're going to go for 6, 3. I know your glutes are probably feeling that. 4. And 5. That breathing is really important, so you're synchronizing your pelvic floor with the hard movement. And in. Good. Let's move the chair off to the side, and we're going to drop the elastic band. We're going to do one roll here and back up, and then we're going to roll all the way down to the floor. So I'm going to go and move my stuff here so I can see if you have any little questions or issues, and I should probably put those there too, right? All right, so standing feet under your hips, you're gonna unlock your knees, and thinking going over the ball, rolling down. Unlock your knees. So if you're doing only the standing portion, you're gonna finish up with the 2 rolls. Good. Let's stop here, inhale, lift a little bit. Exhale, lower a little bit more if that works today. Good, press into your heels, squeeze your bum, and inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna come up slowly. Pressing into your heels, 1 vertebra at a time, rolling up, and shoulders back. Good. So if you're doing the standing portion only, I hope you have a great day. if you're following me to the floor, we're just gonna go on all four to start. So if just being on your back is an issue, you can do the first half about of what we're doing on the floor with me. So let's think up and over that little ball and unlock your knees, just gently roll down. You're gonna stop where you're comfortable. We're gonna do that little inhale and exhale. Lower a little bit more if that works for you today. And just explore where you can go safely. Unlock the knees or bend them a little bit more as needed until you're able to touch the ground. Take your time, we're not in a rush here. So I went really, really slow. My fingers are on the ground. And I'm gonna put my hands down and walk forward. Now think somebody's holding those hips up and that you're engaging your abs to help them so that you're not just putting all the weight into your hands. Taking slow. And here, we're gonna go on our knees and bring it back so that we're into nice tabletop position. So hands are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're gonna inhale. On the exhale, we're gonna lengthen one leg back. So we're gonna take our right leg and bring it back. Now I want you to lengthen the leg. We're not lifting it up. So you're just lengthening it so that you have a nice long tabletop. We're gonna inhale. On the next exhale, your left arm is gonna come up. And we're gonna inhale everything down. On the exhale, we're gonna lift the left leg behind us, lengthen. And then on the next exhale, we're gonna lift the opposite arm. And we wanna lengthen here. So the trick for your balance is to have a firm arm and a firm leg. And if you're lengthening to both sides, that's really gonna help you maintaining your core in place. And let's bring it in. And it's gonna help you with your balance. So as soon as I relax my arm, then my shoulders relax. As soon as I relax my leg, then my hips relax. If my hips are relaxed, I'm all wobbly, and then the shoulder is wobbly, and then my core cannot maintain it. So we're gonna help ourselves, keeping those limbs nice and strong. All right, so we're gonna go together. So arm and leg. Let's inhale. On the exhale, lengthen and lift. Inhale it down. So I'm pointing my foot here. We're going to do a couple pointed without cramping your toes. Eyes are on the floor in front. Okay. One more with the toes pointed. Exhale, lengthen, reach towards each side like you're pulling elastics from the floor. Let's do one per side with our foot flexed. Press the heel back, reach. Little stretch into your calf at the same time. Bring it in. And reach. Flexing your foot. And bring it in. All right, we're going to go into a side plank next. So our elbow's going to be on the floor. We add a lot of side legs standing, so I'm not doing any side legs on the floor in case you're a little worried. So we're going to be on our elbow and shoulder is right over the elbow. Now lower leg can be bent or extended. So this is a modified plank. So the first progression is on your bottom knee. Top leg is extended. Then I'm going to offer you to go 2 legs extended. That is up to you. You can hold it there if holding the plank is enough for you today. Just hold it. I'm going to add a little reach under movement. Okay, so lower leg is bent. Make sure it's in line with your hips, that it's not in front of your body. Let's inhale. On the exhale, lift the hip up. Good. Let's inhale. On the exhale, you can choose to have 2 legs under. Let's inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring that arm up and then bring down under. And inhale up. Open up the chest. Look up in front of you at the top corner of your space. And exhale. We're doing 3 of those. They're nice and slow. Good, and lower the hip. And let's come up and relax your shoulder. Just move it around. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. Just 3 of those again. So you're on your elbow, lower leg is bent, and we're gonna lift up. So let's inhale. On the exhale, lift the hip off the ground. You're on that top leg. You have the option on the next exhale to lengthen the lower leg. Good, let's inhale. On the exhale, arm up, bringing it down underneath. Inhale up. Now here, I know it's a little harder. Think about that pelvic floor on the exhale. Good, one more. Perfect, and let's lower down. Okay, we're gonna go back, relax the shoulder to that all-four position. So, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. We're going to do that bird dog, but we're going to hold it. And then I'm going to give you an option. So I'm going to start with my left leg to the back. Let's inhale on the exhale. Lengthen your left leg, right arm in front. Good. Now we're going to hold it. So inhale, exhale, lengthen more. That's going to help you with your balance. If this is already challenging for you, then stay here. If you're like, I can do a little bit more, then the knee is not going to touch the ground, but we're going to bring our the left knee in, and then we're going to draw a circle. So you're going to bring it out and then towards the back. Notice, extend your leg, lengthen more. So those little hip openers we do in eccentrics, that's basically what I'm doing right now, or during our other warm-up for our workouts. Bringing the knee in, open it up, bringing it back, lengthen your leg. Lengthen a little bit more. Make sure you're coming out of that left shoulder. And one more time. Bring it in and out. And then lengthen the leg, lengthen more, and bring everything down. And let's relax here. Just tuck your hips under and move one hip towards the right, shoulder towards the left. And let's do the other side. So you're doing a little twist here, nice and gentle. All right, back to all four. So your left wrist is tired, but we're going to lengthen it here. So right leg, left arm. Let's inhale. On the exhale, you're going to lengthen. At any point, you can just bring it back and hold it. If you need a break, you're not going to get in trouble. So take the break. Let's inhale, exhale, lengthen. Good, so you can stay here, or we can do those circles. So we're going to bring that knee in, not touching the ground, open it up to the side, bring it in line, extend the leg. Lengthen even more, bringing the knee in. You can do the foot flex or pointed here, that is up to you. Good, and then lengthen more, one more circle. Bringing it in, and lift, extend, and lengthen a little bit more, and let's bring everything in. And we're going to go into a child pose here. I like to open up my knees, send the hips back, and slide your hands in front. And just slide them forward to where it's comfortable for you today. And slowly slide them back, rolling up. All right. So we're going on our back for the next one. And so if going on your back doesn't work, well, you did a full 30-minute of Pilates before going on our back. So the next part, we're going to finish up on the floor, on our back here. So we're going to think up nice and tall here. We're going to roll down slowly. So I want you to think of the muscles on each side of your spine and not keep pushing your spine down. So don't think of your belly button towards the spine. Think of each side. Hands can be on the floor or just behind you to help you with that roll down. My eyes are in front. Don't look at your feet. Rolling down, lengthening your legs, and all the way down. Good, and let's place your shoulder blades in the little pockets here and relax for a second. Then on the next exhale, we're gonna bring one knee up into tabletop. Let's inhale, exhale, other knee up into tabletop. Good, let's replace so that your back is in that neutral position. Make sure you don't have that curve into your back over accentuated here. So no strain in the low back. And here you're gonna have your hands on each side. And we're gonna inhale for 5, exhale for 5. So you can count and inhale for 5 and count and exhale for 5 as I'm giving you some little progression here. Every time you exhale, think of your pelvic floor drawing in. So that's basically all you have to focus on, counting to 5 on the inhale, counting to 5 on the exhale, and pelvic floor in. And then you can follow me in the different progressions. So here I have my head on the floor. If you have any strain in your neck, keep your head on the floor the whole time. We're going to extend the right leg. You can extend it out in front 45 degrees or up towards the ceiling a little bit more. And we're going to hold it there. If that doesn't work for you, bring it back to the knees bent. Good, let's switch leg. Extend the left. So the right knee is at 90 degrees. Sometimes I bring it up here. Try to bring it to 90. Make sure you're counting to 5. Inhale and exhale. Good, little break, both knees in. Now you can choose to lift the head and the upper shoulder off the floor. So on the next exhale, you can roll up gently. Now make sure you're not looking at your knees here. That's causing a lot of strain for my neck. Think of a nice long neck. You're just working a little bit your abs to keep the upper body off the ground. Your neck is working to hold your head up. That's it. We're not pulling forward with it. Now same thing, you can follow me into the extended leg. If the neck is too much, bring your head down. And switch. Make sure you're breathing in and out still, counting to 5. That right leg at 90. I know I'm not at 90 because I'm like, oh, this is easy. And then, oh. Bring them in. Good. Then we can extend both legs. So if that doesn't work for you, you can keep the knees bent or alternate. And I'm going to extend both legs. Breathing in. And now make sure your belly is not popping up here. Breathe. And bring the knees in and relax. And so here, move your hips around, move your shoulders around, relax your neck. That's a lot of strain for our neck, just to hold the weight of the head there. So we're gonna extend our legs. We're gonna do a few roll up. So let's replace our body into that neutral position. We're gonna bring our hands up. On the exhale, you're gonna bring your arms behind you. Maintaining your rib cage in place here, because the rib cage wants to open along with the back coming off the floor. So maintain them in neutral. Go to where you can with your arms. Inhale. On the exhale, you're gonna roll up. Now make sure you use your hands on the floor as needed here. So I'm gonna do that first one with my arms. Little tiny help here, that's it. And then up over a little ball in front of you, going forward, little stretch for under your leg. Relax, and then roll your upper body. So you're gonna go and kind of look at your knees and touch your toes. So stretch is a little differently. And bring it back. We're gonna roll down in control. Both muscles on each side of your spine. Slowly, eyes are up. So a lot of the movements are very similar, and we're doing them a little differently. We place the shoulder blades as needed, and they have different targets. And bring them back. We're going nice and slow, so at any point, stop the movement if you're feeling that it's too much for you. Bringing it up. So I'm not going to use my arms. You can use your arms, or you can use that knee in and that little press forward. as you're rolling up. So up, the eyes are up and coming off the floor. And then here, lengthen and over your toes. I'm staying shoulder height here. Good, then release it a little bit. Lower your arms and roll down towards your toes. Stretches a little differently. Good, one more time. Relax your shoulders, rolling down. Eyes are up. Focus on that control on the roll down. Take it as low as you can. As slow, sorry. And hands behind you. Again, focusing here on the chest. So we think, oh, this is the easy part. It's a little bit easier than the roll up, but still, watch that rib cage and your lower back. Good. And on the exhale, rolling up. Flexing your feet, lengthen and over your feet. Good. And relax. And roll forward gently. Good. And bring it back. And relax your shoulders. Okay. I'm just going to turn the other way. Stay where you are though. Just so I can see my clock. All right, so here we're going to go into a V hold, and feet on, like heels are on the ground, and I want your upper body nice and straight. Arms are going to be in front. So there is no push-up today, but you're still doing a lot of arm work, just in a different way. So up nice and tall. You're going to take your front arm and you're going to open it up towards me. Okay, chest is still towards the front. Then a little rotation here, opening up a little bit more. So you're working your shoulders and your back quite a bit. Grab an elastic with that front arm, bringing it forward. And open up the other side. So open, and then further. And bringing it back. So I'm going to do that again. Lighten in the middle. Open, pushing that elastic open. Then further rotating, but with a straight back. Bringing it to the front and lengthen. Wash the shoulders here. Shoulder blades are down. Nice long neck. And open. Then open more. And bring it back. Good. Bring your hands down. Roll a little bit. Give me a little shift. All right, so you'll have the option, I'm going to add a heel up or two heels up. It is an option. Do the one that works for you today. So we're going to start alternating heels, and if that doesn't work, two heels down. So lighten your core, arms in front, shoulders are in. Arms can be just a little bit lower here. I'm going to lift up the right heel, bring my left arm forward. Good, and a little bit more. And bring it to center. Heel down, other heel up, lengthen your spine, open the opposite arm a little bit further. And bring it in, heel down. Good, so you can keep alternating, or you can lift both heels up. So take that up nice and tall first. Maintain that balance. And let's open, and a little bit more, bringing it in. Lengthen, open, more, center, lengthen. Let's put the heels down, hands underneath your legs, level shifts here. So your back is working really hard to maintain that position, and then moving your upper body. So make sure you're not curving your upper body here as you're doing that rotation. The most important part here is to keep it nice and long. Whether you have your heels on the ground or not, you're still working a whole lot. When I lift the heels up, the back is working a little harder, and the top of my leg is working harder to maintain them up. But feel free to keep the heels down. So one more time per side. Let's inhale on the exhale. Either lighten, let's just lighten. Good, let's stay here, inhale. Exhale, stay here, or lift the heels off the ground. And inhale, exhale, lengthen, and arms in front. Let's inhale, and exhale to center. Sorry, that's inhale to center. So let's inhale here. Exhale, open. Inhale to center. Good. Exhale, open. Make sure you're lengthening. Inhale to center. Lengthen. Exhale, open. Inhale to center. Heels down. And relax. Little roll, little shifts. Good. Just move your shoulders. Perfect. We're going to do a nice little release for your back, your glutes, your legs, and your neck. Basically the whole thing, but I know your back has been working quite a bit. So let's put our legs in front here and feet together and give me a little shift. I know it's already over. And just a little relaxing your hips. Perfect. And then you're going to take your right leg, you're going to bring it back, left leg in a little bit, and shift your hip, relax. Good. Now here, no pressure into your low back. I want you to grab your ankle and the knee's going to stay on the floor. You're going to just squeeze the bum, tuck like you want to tuck your hip under on that right side, and then pull the knee gently back, sliding it on the floor. You're not working hard here. Little stretch into your quad and relax. Let's bring it forward. We're going to keep the leg in front of us. And now here I want you to lengthen out of your hips. So sometimes we see this happening, right? And so I'm stretching, but I'm squishing. I just had a big breakfast. So let's lengthen and let's go over. Keeping your sits bones on the ground. And without that big bend, I already feel that stretch into my glute, and it's actually going into my back a lot faster. You're gonna look at the front foot and you're gonna walk your hands in the directions that your toes are pointing at. So gently walking it over. So the full bend over is okay too. You can opt to do that. I just feel it's very awkward and it squishes my belly, and I really do not enjoy it. Whereas this one, relax your shoulders. This one I really do enjoy, and I can really enjoy the stretch. So let's grab your left leg, bringing it behind, but they're both okay. You're not gonna hurt yourself doing the other one. Little shifts. Good, let's grab that ankle, pushing the bottom of your hip under, so just engaging a little bit. You're not working hard here, you're just holding that glute and that hip in place. Gently slide the knee back. Good, and gently, and then release, bring it forward. Leg in front, and make sure you're not pulling up with your shoulders, so lengthen your core, hands in front. Here the tendency is that we pull with the shoulder. Shoulders are in place, they're not gonna help me with the stretch. I'm just gonna go forward, like hinging at the hips a little bit, and then I feel that stretch. Relax your face, relax your shoulders. Let's walk in the direction that our toes are pointing. And that stretch, typically I feel it more in the hip, different place in the glute. Sometimes I'll feel it in the low back. It depends on the days. Let's walk it back in and all the way in. Good, and release. Let's put our hands towards each side. Lift them up behind you gently. Relax. You're gonna give me a little C shape. So tucking your hips under a little bit, little rotation into your shoulder joint and sliding your hands forward. We're not working, you're just moving here and relax. Let's try to get into the low back. So push your right sits bones into the floor and reach a little towards me with your hand. And release, push the left gently into the floor. So you're just maintaining it in place, reaching towards me. Good, and lighten your core up and then open up those arms gently. Good, little rotation with your shoulders and lighten your neck. And we're gonna look up at the ceiling here. Good, and then try to think about your chin, pulling a little bit up and forward more. Just pulling it forward, little stretch in the front here. And release without squishing the back. And lengthen and looking down. And then lengthen the back of your head a little bit more without squishing all the front here. And release. Let's lengthen the leg. We're gonna go very, very slow towards the right. So nice and long, and then go slowly and see how far we can go without forcing it. So you're just going in very slow motion. And then there's little stretches, very, very little. And I can keep going. And that's it. And let's bring it back to center. So it's taking about the same amount of time than when I say rotate, stop, relax, and then rotate more. Just for some people, this will be easier to achieve a bigger stretch or to go a little further than the other method. Let's bring it back to center and relax. I don't want you to collapse here, just gently round out your back a little bit, relax, drop your chin gently towards your chest, and let's roll your right here to your right shoulder, bringing it back to center, left here to your left shoulder, and bringing it back to center and up. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and I don't know about you, but I know my metabolism is revved up a little bit. I am really warm. I'm not out of breath or anything, but I am almost as warm as when I did the workout on Wednesday. So I know my body has worked a lot, and my metabolism is in gear for the rest of the day, so that's a good thing. All right, and I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Take care.